Isolation Nation, welcome to Social Distancing Social Club. I did not just swallow an enormous amount of food so I wouldn't be eating on camera. Don't even think that. Why would you think that? I would never do that, ever. We got a great Saturday show for you today. We're very excited to get it underway. I'm Ben Gleib, and I'm about to introduce to you the second leg of the three-legged today tripod that makes up the quarantine. It's Chris Bowers, everybody.
Hey, what's up? I love that you had a 30-second countdown and still could not time. You had 35 seconds worth of chewing and only 30 seconds to do it, and you almost made it. I was impressed.
You're a man that appreciates food, so let me run it by you. How would you have handled this situation?
You know what's funny is I hate food. I'm not a food guy. I only eat food when I have to. If I didn't have to eat food and I could just take a pill, I would. I don't enjoy the process.
Oh, well, then you can't answer this, and I would love our comics in a few minutes to chime in. But my lady made me a delicious toast with melted cheese with some like amazing, grain type of, I don't know the word for it, satire on it.
Centaurs. She put centaurs on your toast?
Yeah,
Nice.
legs and hooves and everything.
Nice.
And I was trying to get through the whole piece, and I only had like this much of it left. And it was like another 2 bites, and I really wanted to finish it, and I figured I could finish it and swallow right around deadline, so that's what I tried to do.
Hey, look, we've all tried to swallow within a deadline and had it go wrong. So, you know. Jarrett's here today. Queen Jarrett's here instead of Queen Rachel. How you doing, Jarrett?
Hey,
What up, Jarrett?
What's
Hi,
going
buddy.
on? Swallowing.
True.
We're doing it, guys.
I do have to say too, guys, before we get rolling, we did some cleaning and I found one of my old shirts I used to wear before I was tuxedo guy. I was this guy. I don't know if you guys remember these shirts.
Stop the presses.
Jesus.
Back, huh? See that?
Give everybody a second to pull their underwear back up.
Right? I mean, that's the kind of shirt that did not get any ladies back in the day. My 20s and 30s were the opposite of Ben's 20s and 30s, and then my 40s have been okay. But anyway.
Also, Bowers, it's incredible that somehow you found a way to make your current look more subtle.
That's what I'm saying. The tuxedos is an improvement, is my point. That's what I'm trying to do.
Dude, it looks like you're a banker now. Now I almost feel like you're too toned down after seeing
Exactly.
Let's just say, I don't know. You made Ed Hardy some money back in the day.
Well, I never bought Ed Hardy because that was quote unquote douchey. This I thought was the line. I promise you, I thought that for real.
Generic Ed Hardy is not douchey, but Ed Hardy himself.
By the way, this is Roar. It's not generic. It was at the Buckle, which was the nicest store for the bobbly jeans. So let's stop. I mean, it's not Lazarus.
The nicest store in Indianapolis is not saying a great deal.
Well, no, I agree. I've always said that people ask me what my comedy demo is. It's people that shop at the Buckle. So if you own this shirt, you think I'm fucking hilarious for sure. That's my
The guy who
Rich
wears
hillbilly.
that shirt, his favorite place to have sex is the bathroom of a Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's not his favorite place, but is the greatest place he ever has had sex for sure. It's only happened once, but he's been looking for it every other time after that,
Well, unless you
Once
want
you
to
get
come
laid in
over
a beat
during
ups
the
once,
day.
you think that's what's that, Jared?
Unless you want to come over during the day, because otherwise his mom's home.
B-dub-dubs is the best sex you'll ever have that is Parmesan flavored.
Well, and the good news about it is
Garlic Parmesan.
sex is half price on Tuesdays. It's half price on Tuesdays. So, that's
correct.
Anyway,
always B-dub-dubs. I hate that place because not only are their wings really not that great for being like the only national chain for wings, but it smells like bleach and weirdness in there. It does not even smell good in those restaurants. I do not like it.
well, don't go in right after someone gets murdered in the bathroom after they had sex. That's probably what your problem was.
That's when they do the biggest discount on wings, Bowers. A real catch-22 for me. If you'd like to support the show, you can super chat us on the YouTube. You can Venmo us in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, or you can PayPal us at sdscshow.com. Please do all of those things. If you'd like your comment read on air for a $5 or more super chat, that will get that done, unless you're being like a real dick and the thing you're saying is not for polite society. And we define polite society very broadly on this show. So you got leeway. Just don't be a
little
total
bit of
asshole.
leeway. There's about 8 things you can't super chat that we won't read, but And actually with Jarrett here, I think there's only 4 things we won't read. There's probably a couple things that Jarrett would read that Rachel wouldn't. I'm being honest. I bet that's probably true.
We have an overnight game, Jarrett?
Well, we did not have an overnight game because it was Saturday, but we do have a night king, right, Jared?
We sure do have a Night King. The winner.
What was the game? What was the game first?
The game was Murder a Movie.
Okay.
Murder a movie. And the king was Frank Berman with Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, that was excellent adventure. That's really good. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Very nice. Whoa! I just been completely chopped in half.
Whoa, Ted, weak.
This is most not excellent. Anyway, do you introduce the game today, Ben?
Sure. Sure I do. Today's game, you guys, which is the game because I woke up briefly in the midst of my sleep, thought of a game, sent it in, went back to sleep. Today's game is Sleep a Movie. Sleep a Movie. Examples might be Driving Miss Drowsy, or A Few Very, Very Tired Men, or funny examples that you might come up with.
By the way, we did get a text at 9:45 from Ben AM that said "sleep a move," and he didn't even put the IE on it. It was just he woke up just enough to write "sleep a move" and then fell asleep mid-word. So that's really how we got this game.
That is amazing. So if you'd like to play the game, you can enter in all the comments. And if you'd like your comment to be read on air and have a chance of winning the prize, which is all the albums and a free Nowhere Comedy Club ticket and a free front row ticket and all these great things, you can do so with a $5 or more super chat. We will vote at the end, and the winner will be the champion of today's episode of SDSC.
Awesome.
Pretty
And if you're in the front row, I think you get two entries for free, right?
Oh, and if you're in the front row, you get 2 entries for free. I need a hand symbol for free. I can't ever figure out what free would be. For free.
I don't know. You're dead.
Yeah,
Maybe
we'll work on that.
Anyway,
Maybe like this.
Oh, no money. I get what you're doing.
Like that. Yeah.
The not making it rain. What's that? What's not making it rain?
Instead of going like this, you go like this, put it back.
Yeah, pull like this.
Pull it in.
You really notice when
That's
it
free.
starts, though, to really see exactly. Maybe grabbing them out of the air. Let's figure out what the best hand signal for free is.
Yeah,
or we could find out what it is in sign language. We could even ask somebody who knows that.
Probably. There's several people on the show that give you lots of sign language all the time, so maybe they know other symbols other than the one they show you.
I gotta tell you something. When I got home last night, I watched yesterday's episode that I was not on, and I was very, very happy to see when you introduced Shula Nangata that she flicked you off as well. So it's just and it's not me personally. So that made me feel really good.
Yeah, that's good. Well,
We will need to find out if anybody here speaks ASL
Yes.
Yep.
It's American Sign Language.
or, as it is commonly known, as language.
Oh God, as language? That's what you think it is? Okay.
As language.
As language should have it.
You speak as language? I speak as language.
Is that how you met your fiance? You said, "Do you speak as
my
language?"
God.
With that face.
I have I will tell you later in the show, a great story about when I tried to pick up a deaf lady once, and it's a good story. I'll tell it.
Was she heavy? Was that the problem? Anyway.
No. He meant pick up because he's making a pickup.
Thank you.
On that note, video front row, please turn on your cameras and join the party. It's time for VFR.
Arr.
We are very, very excited to be joined here in the VIFR by... There she is, my friend.
Away.
You know her, you love her, you love eating her at room service late night when the restaurant's closed. It's Club Sandwich. What is it?
Fine is this.
Oh.
Free is this?
Yeah.
No, that means I'm an asshole and she just tricked me.
Free. I kind of don't mind that. That's not bad. I was about to give notes to American Sign Language there, so that's not...
You were about to...
I'm like, I don't mind it. I'll consider it.
I don't want to interrupt, but since we have Cass here, I just wanted to take a drink out of my water thing here. It's a little warm, so I got a little thing on her to keep it nice and cool.
What's it
Can we
say?
see this?
And
We're
Can
getting
we
there.
see?
She's getting him.
Not
Bert. Oh, it says not Bert. Not Bert.
Yes,
Okay.
love
Nice.
that.
Who sent you the not Bert?
that was Cass.
Cass sent you not Bert. Nice.
Brought this to our show in Chicago.
Nice. Did you make that out of leather yourself? Did you leather weld that or whatever it's called? What's it called when you leather stuff?
Leather
Tanning it?
welding.
Leather welding, yes.
Oh, the
And I
leather
love
welding?
how proud Jared is now that he's defining himself by what he is not in his
That's
eyes.
right.
I do know leather work, but I did not make that.
I thought you did leather work. Yeah. So this is called leather work?
Talking to us.
Well, moving on to the next,
Well,
before we know what level of leather work.
Well, I'm sure I'm sure Jared's into leather work for sure. If he's into ass language, I'm sure he's into leather work as well, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Every time you apply to leather work, they ask you if you speak ass language.
How else do you think Bert and Ernie get themselves tired enough for sleep? We are joined by
Take a
Roddy.
bath in leather, it ruins it.
Roddy Snaff is here, everybody. Good to see you,
Hey,
Roddy.
what's up, Roddy? How you been, buddy?
Great to have you. The hair's looking particularly dope today. Loves it. We are joined by Timothy Brown, everybody. Tim
The only
O.T.
sign language I
Brown.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. that's
I
what
love
I'm
it.
saying. Hey,
I love it.
Go with your
And you know
strengths,
what?
Tam. Go with your strengths.
And you know what? I'm making peace with things. I'm trying my best. I like the glare in your background. It's nice.
You're eating peas now?
Oh, well, then let me give you a little bit more of it.
Yeah.
Free.
This is immersion therapy, Ben. Immersion therapy.
Did you just say emergency therapy? I think you did.
That works too. Immersion therapy.
Uh-huh.
Immersion.
Uh-huh. Yep, because I want to drown myself right now in water, so that works perfectly.
Yeah.
We are joined by one of the great knitters in the world. She knits with the best of them. She takes thread and she knits it. She quilts it. She crochets it. I don't even know which of the three even the reality
Stitches
is
get
now.
bitches, Ben. Stitches get bitches. Learn your stitches, man. Come on.
Oh, she makes Muppets now.
Oh. I thought that was an IU pillow in Michigan colors. I thought that was weird, but I understand now that it's the Mariner.
No, it's a W, and she just got drunk in the middle, just went way too long. It is Marissa Mayrick, everybody. Great to have you, Eminem. And oh my God, it's front row Bert, everybody, and the voluptuous Val. I'd like to remind everybody, these are the Zoom names that you can't read on the air that I am reading, and not me calling anyone voluptuous without their permission. Great.
Val, how many times a week do you wake up and go, God damn it? A lot?
Every day. Every day. That's incredible is that with your guys off sync audio, I could hear what you were saying with you on mute much faster than with you unmuted. That was
You're speaking
incredible.
ASL, man. You're speaking ASL, so you got it. Now that you're fluent.
Also, another thought that I've had too is looking at the show from an objective perspective. If we put our names in all caps, you'll be able to read it a lot better in the broadcast. So just something to think about. Really nice stuff there, and please don't eat cookies in bed there, Bert. Cal really hates it. We got the graphics master himself, Hayden LeMasters, with us.
What's up, buddy?
Good to see you, Hayden. Thanks again for that amazing Dodgers memorabilia. I know I thanked you on air, but not with you here, so thank you for that. That was really cool. And we are joined by a man who's not just the angles, but he's an acute angle on account of how adorable he is. It's Frank Notaro.
What's up, buddy? You have a second set of glasses on your head, Frank. I don't know if you put your glasses on top of your head and then lost them and put
Those
on a
are the
second pair.
goggles.
Oh, those are goggles. Okay, my bad.
yeah,
I thought
my goggles
my
are
mom
the
always has
goggles.
one pair of sunglasses on her head and one pair on her eyes because she forgets the one on her head. She loses the one on her head.
My mom used to do the same.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, wow. It's time for the feet, Ben. She's in feet position right now. Look at this. Look at Tina. Oh, there they are.
Displaying the worst part of someone's foot. It's Tina from New Zealand, everybody. Bottoms aren't the best part, but you know, it does the trick.
Well, they're clean. I don't mind the bottoms.
Sure, but they're just not as cute as the tops. If you had to choose a part, I feel like.
Are you now critiquing feet, man?
Yep, you're damn right I am. I will critique everything. I will critique
All
everything.
right, all right.
Did you hear what I said about your shirts in the beginning of the show?
I did. Those deserve critiqued. I thought Tina's feet were nice, and you shouldn't rip on them. That's
People
all.
have a lot of strong opinions about feet. I see Anna Hood just wrote in the chat, toes are the worst. People have weird opinions. And then Nicole Burns says, what's wrong with toes? So people really have strong thoughts. and we don't need to dive into them now any more than we have. We've already gone far.
I
too
mean,
far.
most of these people are here from your OnlyFans, so I'm assuming that feet's how they got here in the first place. So that's why we're all here. So
You're damn right. You're damn right. Let's just say I got lots of special guests on my rap tracks.
I don't know what that meant, but I'm assuming that has something to do with feet.
Because they abbreviate featuring as.
Oh, that feet. Got it. All right. Yeah.
Yep. Callie Rimmer's here. Great to have you, Callie. RM-R. Great to have you, Callie. I like your backdrop. That looks nice and designed and
Pictures have frames. That's nice.
Really nice. Really nice. I love it. A little sense of your view on the reflection in that window there. I see a mountain. Are you looking at mountains? Oh, really? Okay. I feel like I'm seeing it. Maybe it's some kind of outside gate or a fence or.
There's a tree in the top of some apartments. And then overlooking all the way to Sydney Airport.
Woo!
Ooh.
That is nice.
Oh.
Hopefully you're the right distance where you can see it and not hear it. Sort of. Fair enough.
Depends, really.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's a train that we hear from my house every once in a while, and I swear to I have no clue where there's a train station. I've never seen one. I don't know how it's possible, but every once in a while we hear a train. We're like, oh, we live near a train, and I've been all around my house, and I don't see trains.
Or someone is coming over to your house with a boombox and playing train noises every now and again because it's hilarious. That also could be happening.
That could be my personal John Cusack. It's possible.
I mean, just next
What
time
if
that happens, look out
that's what he
your
played?
window and see if I'm in your driveway, seeing if I'm on the guest list.
What if that's what he played in that movie?
Just train sounds.
She was like, "Why are you doing this? This doesn't have any emotional significance for us."
Because I want to run a train on you.
Chicka, 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 cuckoo. Yeah, that could work.
Would have really changed the whole game. And joining us live from Bip Bop Bip 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 Bop 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 England, it's Rebecca Fisher and her cat Jimmy. I'm not good at identifying cats, dogs, children. I don't know the difference between any of them. This is a cat. Hello, Jimmy. What's your real name, Jim?
It's Blake.
Black.
Black?
Blake.
Black?
So apparently you're allowed to do black name in England. I love that. How you doing, Black?
Black?
Blake?
Blake?
Blake, yeah.
Blake.
Oh, Blake.
Blake. Like the second best lake in a room, it's the B Lake. Blake.
Blake. Blake.
How do you say your name, Blake? Blake. Hello?
Say Blake.
How do you say your name?
Say your name.
Blake.
Blake?
That's the way it's said. That's the way it's said, Rebecca. I don't know if you're aware of that. That's the way you say it. He said Blake, and you're like, Blake! It's not correct. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Your mom's great, though. One of our favorites, Blake, just so you know.
Oh, Blake.
Oh, no. All
But
right.
also, Blake, maybe stop drawing on the walls. Have you considered that?
Stop
Oh,
it.
he's burping. He's
So
burping.
much.
Okay, cool. You're going to get us demonetized, Blake. This isn't, they don't allow burping on YouTube for some reason.
He clearly misheard. We've got Bert here today, not Burp. That's very close. But thank you so much for being here. We are also joined by the Velvet player. It's Frank Berman. Go Dodgers, baby. Loves it.
You know, Ben, I was rooting for the Dodgers because I love you, but then I saw Sarah Tiana at the Comedy Store, and she is such a diehard Braves fan and was just so, like, just sad about her whole life that she talked about it with such enthusiasm. I'm now rooting for the Braves. I'm sorry.
You
won last year. You won last year. She never won. I'm just rooting for Sarah Tiana now because she was.
You're
so
on
sweet
Sarah
about it.
Tiana's dick harder than I've ever seen somebody be on somebody's dick.
Well, she doesn't have one, I don't think, but that doesn't matter. It's fine. But she's
No,
just a huge,
makes it even
she's a
weirder
huge
that you're
Braves.
on
She's a huge Braves fan. Actually, one time she was supposed to come to Morty's because you were coming to Morty's, and then you canceled, and I thought she was still coming. And I had to find a feature the last minute because I called her in LA, and I'm like, "Are you coming to Morty's?" She's like, "Oh shit, no, I canceled with Ben." I was like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, sorry. Sarah used to open for me. And she doesn't anymore because there's no more road. I mean, except for Steve. Steve has a lot of road somehow still, but not for a lot of people. But yeah, I moved Gleib off the top to 6 o'clock for the Dodger game, which was at 2. And then I woke up this morning, my dad's like, they moved the game to 5. So that's not. What can you do? All right, we got Abibier here. The good doctor, Abby Wright, is with us. Hello, Abibier. When I watched the show last night, I tried to guess those words that you said, and I had no idea.
You didn't know what mammary arm was or whatever she called it?
No, I did not. No, I did not.
When you get pulled by the boob so hard that your arm goes out of the socket. It's called mammary arm, right? Isn't that what you said?
Yeah, well, I mean, I learned it when it was revealed at the end of the game, but I didn't know during the game. Apparently some aggressive nannies out there. And speaking of aggressive fannies, it's Chris LaBalls joining us. Good to have you, LaBalls. Did you lose your guitar? What's the story there? You're not muted, so I don't understand how you could be muted.
Oh, my mic was on.
Oh.
No, I brought it to school. It's hanging in my classroom now, so my
Sure,
students can
sure.
play with it.
You didn't pawn it for fan lube? You didn't need to do that? You just...
Look, I'm very glad you didn't bring your fan to school. You know what I mean? These kids do not need blow and tell. I got to be honest with you. Gotta be very honest with you. It's great to see you, though, buddy. I have missed you.
Blow and tell. There you go.
We are joined here with the weekend with the squad background. It's Anna Hood, everybody. She has gone with her presentation to us non-toes since the very beginning, and you gotta admire that in a person.
Well, you like feet without the toes? 'Cause that would be grosser to me than if they have the toes. Like, if you feet without toes.
Saying there are weirder parts than the soul.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't personally think men need toes. To be honest with you, it's a whole.
Well,
separate
Steve doesn't have a soul, so I don't even know what we're talking about.
Correct. We are also joined here by, yes, Benjamin, there is a Saturday show. It's Greg. Can you hear me now, Ben Jackson?
Yes.
Good to see you, man. Very good to see you. And we are joined now in the Viffer by someone. Some say they're a unicorn, and I don't know where you'd get that idea, but just take a quick gander and maybe it become who that's not a unicorn has a bowl of apples like that and shaking clearly a bucket of pickles or something. It's Phoebe Mendez.
I'm ready for her to pierce that jar with the horn and then pour the shit out.
Ooh,
moonshine.
Moonshine.
Ooh,
Loves that.
Wow, an apple.
You're going to be putting apples in the moonshine?
I don't think those are apples. Are those peppers?
Tomatoes.
Did you say are those apples?
I'm making drugs and making salsa separately.
Hell yeah.
Well, don't confuse the drug salsa with the regular salsa. That always gets real tough.
Very nice. You're in some kind of downstairs, like, rustic cabin vibe meth lab, it looks like. You got a cooker in the back there, you got an oven.
My dad built this house.
Your dad built it? Amazing. Is your dad Walter White? Amazing. We are joined now. Good luck making the moonshine. And we're
He
joined.
likes to party, but Walter White style. No.
I get that. I get that. He's not the one who knocks. He just opens the door for his friends.
Yeah. He would never sell blue meth. He's just regular meth.
I'm kind of looking forward to dementia because I want to hear some stories because I know he's got them.
There you go.
But I'm sorry to say they canceled the Man Show. You have to wait a long time, probably. And joining us from her, I don't know, in her lingerie finest, it's Wendy Swerdlow, everybody.
It's laundry day. Is that what's going on?
Listen, I don't know how men are allowed to react to moments like this in 2021. Am I allowed to appreciate what just happened, or do I have to say, I have no opinions?
Well,
I think if a woman initiates it, you're allowed to react.
Fantastic. Then I enjoyed it. Thank you, Wendy.
In that case,
I was expecting awooga, awooga, awooga. I thought your eyes were gonna do that thing like in Bugs Bunny. Tease my cherry. Okay. You done Googled his eyes. You done Googled his eyes, Wendy. Nice work.
We are joined now in the front row by Anna D, everybody. Hello, Anna D. You look a little like Chelsea Handler. Anybody ever tell you that, Anna? No? Did anybody else see that?
I have no idea who that is.
There you go.
Probably for the best. Probably for the best. And we are joined here in the Viffer by the very Byrne and the very crochet-y Nicole Byrne, everybody.
Hey, look at that.
Are you crocheting? Is that what you're doing? Oof, you might want to pick up knitting if you're trying to take after Marissa Merrick. She really is one that kind of owns the knitting world, and she could teach you a thing or two.
So everyone here was hookers, though.
Everybody here was what?
Hookers.
Hook.
Oh yeah, well there's some hookers. Sure.
Is that a term in the sewing game?
Crocheting.
Crocheting, got it. Otherwise, that seemed like a random insult out of nowhere.
Oh,
You really need inside knowledge of the crocheting game for that joke, not to catch you off guard. I thought you were all a bunch of hookers here. Oh, let me explain. This is a term. No.
I have a hat for that.
Let's see Bauer's hat. I got him. Boom. Dirty
See?
hooker. There
There's
it
a dirty
is.
hooker hat for you there. That's, I'm not saying you're dirty, but you're a hooker, so that works.
From crochet to crochet in just moments. And we are joined in the Viffer by... That's all?
That's
That
it?
is the video front row Bowers. Who we got on the show today?
Oh, we got two amazing comics. Mary Santora is back. Mary, how you doing?
Oh, hey guys. Hi. Welcome.
Hey, Mary.
Hi. I'm in a hotel room in Washington, D.C. where, freedom. And I saw a human being shit on the street this morning. So
Yeah, we saw some of that.
I'm amped up. Paid $26 for eggs. And then that's what happened next. So
I
this
thought you
is
paid
nice.
$26 for a guy to shit on the street. I thought maybe you paid that guy.
No, I didn't pay. I should have tipped him though, to be honest with you. It was an impressive amount.
Well, I'm glad.
The DC stands for Deuce Collector.
Didn't know that.
Yep.
Me and Ben were just in D.C. It was a good time.
I have Ramon Rivas with me here. He's
Hey, what's up,
Hey.
Ramon Rivas? We love that guy. How's that? How you doing? Cool.
I was like, someone's like, I see your boyfriend's legs, and I needed to clear that up real quick. So,
Right, yeah, you can't be thinking you're dating Ramon Rivas. And by the way, we know those were his legs. We know what his legs look like. Also, Mike Baldwin's here. Mike, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, hey, everybody. How's it going? I'm jealous of Mary because they let her go inside the hotel. Just pulled up to one with a good view to stand in front of. And,
you just sleep on the outside of the Comfort Inn because all the Comfort Inn's Wi-Fi passwords is Comfort Inn 1. You know that, so you don't have to go in. I love it.
I'm in the part of the country that only has Best Westerns, and I only stay at like good Westerns.
You're more of a regular Western guy, just a Western guy.
Sometimes a better Western if I made good shirt money that week. But no, today's definitely we're gonna just nap in my car because we got a long drive home sort of day.
So is that part of your merch pitch? Like, so buy more shirts so I can get a better Western? Like the more shirts you buy, the better a Western I can go to later?
I think that's probably the direction that things are looking today.
Cool. I also got this shirt at a Best Western gift shop, so that's really cool. Anyway, we got anything to catch up on, Jared? We got any tips coming in?
I heard you got that shirt for free when you. Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
I was gonna say he got that shirt off of a passed out carny.
Hey, Bowers, did you get that shirt from a guy who shit on the street in DC?
That's what he used to wipe.
Oh, this shirt's too nice to wipe with. Come on. It's got bobble. It's got stuff on the front and the back. Anyway, what were you saying, Jared?
I heard they give you that shirt for free when you buy a bag at CVS.
This actually is a CVS bag. It comes with a receipt in it.
Ooh, fantastic.
And then it turns into a shirt. It's
So
awesome.
number one, that guy taking a shit in DC. I'm just glad that Mike Pompeo's doing okay. That kid that burped on camera, that was hilarious. I want to see him do a full set on the show. And people were talking about how shitty toes are. Everybody hates toes. Do you ever think about how weird people would look to aliens? Like, what is it? They're just like, oh, they got all these things. Yeah. I do weed, so that's a thing.
I always wondered, like, if aliens came and saw a football game, like, imagine if you went and saw, like, you just found a bunch of beetles and they were all in the line and, like, had a rock, they were chasing each other, there were other beetles watching it and clapping their little beetle hands. You'd be like, what the fuck is happening? It'd be so weird, right?
Yeah. Well, we do have two general tips. We got $5 from Dana Z. Bunster. Bowers, please tell me you went line dancing in that shirt.
Oh, yeah, of course I did. Yeah, I for sure.
Kidding me?
Yeah.
Bowers, your look right now, the meme title for it would be when you audition for Everlast and you end up in Smash Mouth.
Ah, by the way, I love Smarsh Mouth. It's one of my favorite bands. So
Smarsh
thanks.
Mouth.
Smarsh Mouth.
Smarsh Mouth. Smarsh Mouth. Smarsh
I
Mouth.
would like to thank Bunst, by the way, for sending me this month's prop of the month and something that can really I can use not only to clutter my desk further, but in my life, a decision maker spinner thing. You spin it and it decides for you what you do next. Let's say my question's going to be like, should I give Bowers notes today? And then you spin it, and then
Shut up.
the only problem is it spins for a very long time. You might have to come back to me.
Smash Mouth is what dudes that wear that shirt describe fighting as.
Smash Mouth. Come over here and Smash Mouths. Let's
Get
smash
out
mouth.
of here. Oh, should I give
I
Bowers
feel like,
notes today? The
I feel
answer
like Ben
is
could have just made a decision by now.
No, you don't know Ben. You do not know Ben. It takes longer than that to make a decision.
it says tomorrow. I should
Tomorrow, okay. Give me notes tomorrow. So yeah, call me on during
Get
football.
ready, sucker.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
And our last general. Oh wait, so we have two more. We got Claire Chase sent in $10. Waves high, hugs to all.
Thank you.
And lastly, Ron Gould sent $10 for Mary to show off her Aussie accent again.
Oh, no, Ron always makes me do this, and it's not very good.
I think it's fine. You got a good accent.
Oh, God. All right. Aussie Mayor here reporting live from D.C. If you ever want to know what America's all about, you watch a human being shoot on the street and then Zillow the house in front of it, $2.6 million.
That
You see how red
great.
my face gets?
Great though.
You know, they say the key to taking a shit outside is location, location, location. Anyway, I think we're ready for a set. Speaking of Mary, it's Mary Santora, everybody. Woo!
Yes.
Yay! Hi guys, I'm excited to be here. I am in DC. I was on the flight here, and there was a woman sitting next to me on the plane, and she looked over. I was reading a book, and she just goes, "Oh, what are you reading?" And I just want to let you guys know, I am not the person who's like, "Don't talk to me in public." Like, I'll never be that guy. Like, especially after a year and a half of being locked alone in my apartment. Like, oh my God, I will talk to you about anything. Like, you have a boil you want a second opinion on? Let me see that shit. Like, I'll be your WebMD. I'm the guy like stopping strangers in the grocery store where I'm like, dude, come here, check this out. Look at this fucking corn. Have you seen this? Look at this. This is crazy. I know. Look at that. They got sweet. They got semi-sweet. You mix it with lima bean. Yeah, succotash. You've heard of it. Okay, for sure. Yeah. How many kids do you have? Who's your wife? I don't care. I make friends. So when she asked me about my book, I was like, hell yeah, friend time. I was super excited. And I told her, I was like, oh, it's actually about a female writer who lives alone. She travels for work and she has anxiety. And I just really relate to it because I'm a female writer. I live alone. I travel for work and I have anxiety. And she just goes, oh, anxiety. You know, my daughter says that she has anxiety, but I don't believe in it. And I was like, oh, you think that maybe that's the reason that she has anxiety? What are you talking about? That's insane. And I don't like singling out groups of people, but like baby boomers messed us up big time. Like they fucked up millennials so bad. Like I specifically remember finding out what therapy was when my parents were going through a divorce. And I was like, oh, I think I need that. And my parents were like, you're not going to therapy. Therapy's for crazy people. There's no crazy people in this family. You drink away your problems like the rest of us. Like, I'm 8. Like, you know, my dad used to get upset with me when I would cry. And that's a boomer generation, you know, the F your feelings crowd where he's just like, stop crying. Crying doesn't solve anything. If crying solved my problems, I'd cry every day. Quit crying. Crying's gay. I'm just like, what? And then they wonder why there's 37 different sexual orientations because every time a millennial cries, we're just like, I don't know. Am I gay? I don't think I like women. Is there another option? That's tough. And then here's the thing, millennials, we overcorrected. We made Gen Z. You know what I mean? So now we're just stuck in the middle where we're like, well, we were told we're never allowed to feel. So we created an entire generation who's like, money's not real. Gender is fluid. And we're like, all right, back up. Hold on. Just a second. Stuck in this weird middle zone. Yeah, I didn't get to go to therapy in the 90s. That wasn't what it was. You know what my therapy was in the 90s? A mood ring. That's it. My parents bought me a mood ring. They would make me put it on and tell them what color it was before we were able to proceed with the day. So like, yes. So like when I was having one of my little fits, which I have now come to find is a panic attack, it would just be like, all right, Mare, what color is the mood ring? And I would just be like, it's blue. You know, my mom would be like, all right, she'd pull out a crumpled piece of cardboard from Claire's and look at it, be like, blue means calm, get in the van, we're late. It's been weird, man. It's been a wild ride. Going to therapy about it. I'm going to Zoom therapy though, which I feel like that's not real therapy, right? Like, you know, it just feels like there's, all right, I don't know if that woman's a doctor. That's my main problem. I have no idea. That's just some lady at her house. I Googled therapists near me, no insurance, and her picture popped up. That's it. That was all the research I did. Like, for all I know, her sexual kink could be watching people cry, and it's fine. Up until Zoom therapy, she's just been like crashing funerals and like jerking off at Pixar movies. I don't know. Now I pay her $70 a week. It's so funny because you run into problems in Zoom therapy that you wouldn't run into in regular therapy if you're face to face, you know. So like one of the problems is like you can't, if you try to talk at the same time and you can't hear one another, you know. I was having a breakdown, dude. I was like on my last, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. She just goes, Mary, honey, I know you're upset, but I need to mute your mic. Okay. All right, that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much. My name's Mary Santora.
Hey, Santora, everybody. Tip jar is open. Top left, according to Venmo. You can super chat or you can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Great set, Mary. Yeah, getting muted by your Zoom therapist has to feel pretty terrible, I would imagine.
It's awful. It's like, what are you, my dad? What are you doing?
Literally, her job is to understand your true emotions. That is unbelievable that she did that. Wow.
It's fun to watch your problems buffer. That's a good time.
Did you do any Yelp reviews on your Zoom therapist? Did you go see if there's any Yelp?
No, I didn't. I literally, that's not a joke. Like I literally typed in, like there's a website called Open Path, and I was just like, therapist near me, no insurance. And she was the first one. I was like, oh, she seems nice.
Well, I mean, you want some Yelp reviews because good or bad, at least the people are still alive. That's good.
Right. I guess that's true. I didn't think about that.
Weirdest part about Zoom therapy for me is, but also best part, but weird, is I'll literally be asleep in bed, wake up, I have therapy in 90 seconds. I'll sit there and get very emotional for an hour and share my problems. And then immediately 90 seconds later, I'm back asleep. It's pretty incredible.
Do you think it helps the therapist, Ben, that she can see all the shit behind you and kind of know from a starting point where to start? Do you think? Does that help at all?
You used the wrong word right there.
Oh, sorry. Am I supposed to speak in I feelings? I feel like you have a bunch of shit behind you that your therapist could. Are we supposed to do this?
That does help. That does help. A lot easier for me to disregard it when it's not about me, you know?
There you go. We're learning. That's important.
I did love your joke about the no feelings and all feelings, and then we thinking you're gay or so. Like, yeah, what's the gender when I just suck dick when I'm sad? What's that called? I don't know. Whatever that
one
is.
That's
my.
Yeah, that's how I identify.
That's how I identify as a sad dick. Okay.
Instead of a pick me up, it's a dick me up.
In fact, I think that's how you get into Smash Mouth, to be honest with you. That's what I think.
Hey, you're an all-star. Get your groove on. All right, Jerry, we got any tips coming in.
When you only suck dick when you're sad, instead of bi, it's called being cry.
Cry-sexual.
Cry-sexual, yeah.
In the shape of some cum on your forehead.
I would never describe myself as a cry-sexual. I'm a little.
When I start coming, then you know when I start coming, and we don't start coming in. Oh, anyway, there's a lot of coming in there. All right.
Stop saying or me smash mouth. All right, we have got $20 coming in from Chili Dog for the comics. We also have $10 from Dana Z Bunster for Mary. Wouldn't it be nice if anxiety was imaginary? Great to have you back and great set.
Oh, thanks.
Was it a great set? We will know in about 3 to 5 minutes.
Ooh, perfect.
$15 from.
You can't see the visual, but I'm spitting this.
You can see the spitting thing.
Yeah, you can see it.
Well, you can see it, but not on the broadcast. Now you can see it.
$15 from Ingo Sauer for Mary. Thanks for another great set.
Nice.
Moving over to the Venmo, we got $5 from Frank Berman. Mary, great set. If you feel better about your therapist, my therapist does his Zoom sessions in his car.
Holy shit, can you imagine? Get off my ass! Get off my ass! Anyway, what were you saying?
I think that's in case you depress your therapist enough, he can just drive off a bridge. That's nice. That's really important.
Nothing worse than you make a breakthrough. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm losing. You're breaking up. Can you? You're bad at celery. I lost the bar.
The worst for couples therapy is when your therapist tells you you're breaking up. That's not ideal. The results are in. Was your set good? Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I do have 2 shows tomorrow. Or 1 show tomorrow. I don't know where I'm at.
Who knows?
I think I'd be more upset if my therapist was zooming from his yacht.
You're like,
no, I would think this guy's
laying on a
great.
solid gold couch.
I would think that guy's one of the better therapists. I want my therapist rolling in money.
No, that's how you end up. That's how you end up with listening to Joel Osteen, Ben. That's how that happens. You want your people rolling in money because it makes them good at. He's a good priest. He has a jet. That's not how it works.
Someone look at that guy's dead carnival eyes and think that's a compassionate man close to God. It's unbelievable to me.
Speaking of weird eyes, Ben, do you use the Zoom filters during your therapy sessions?
I mean,
show me on Christopher Walken where he touched you.
My therapist literally thinks she's treating Nicolas Cage, you guys.
She's like talking to people at parties. No, Nick Cage is one of my new Zoom clients. He's awesome. He's a bunch of shit in his office, but other than that, he's great.
We got another tip for Mary Kim Stewart, $10. Mary from a boomer who isn't afraid to cry. Great set.
Oh, thanks. My mom doesn't like that joke. She was like, we never talked to you like that. I was like, you are out of your mind. That's not
the mood ring work, Mayor. Quit being a bitch about it. Jesus.
Right. She's always like, are you successful or not? I'm like, man, I would like my childhood back, actually. That'd be pretty cool. Wow. Too heavy? All right, my bad.
No, I'm saying you wouldn't be this, Mayor, you wouldn't be this brilliant comic if they were nice to you. You'd live next door to them and you'd work at a Walmart or be a real estate agent. Is that what you want? No, this is better.
Dude, I just missed real estate agent. You get that, right? Like I went from college cheerleader to bartender. I should have been a real estate agent. That's like
it goes pharmaceutical sales, then real estate agent. But you're totally, you were on path.
I was in line, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I just feel like if I was raised better, I wouldn't have been married 5 times and named my son Jor-El.
This was my fault, everybody.
No, I would love to see Ben as Nick Cage in counseling on it for that would be a fun video if you did that as a prank too. If you called a Zoom and then you went as Nick Cage and you would not take the filter off. Like, no, I am Nick Cage.
You could never ask me to stop drinking.
You got to go as sick Cage though, so you
right. It's time to pop my Adderall. You just reminded me. Thanks.
Catch us up, Sharon.
I guess I'm just a little anxious because I'm still in the Declaration of Independence this weekend. All right. Another tip for Mary from Taminator Brown, $5. I feel like you need a new mood ring.
Right.
We also have 2 generals, $5 from Dana Z Bunster. Frank wins the Crap Therapist Award.
Yes, for sure. Does Zoom from his car. If he did a Zoom session from the YMCA, you knew he was at the YMCA. Like, it's the hide his roommate from you.
Frank, is Mike Baldwin your therapist?
No,
I'm not saying
because if
anything one way or the other. That's nobody's business.
You can't ask that because of hippo laws. There's hippo laws. You cannot ask whether he's his counselor. God damn it.
oh, obviously his therapist isn't Mike because then he would say he's zooming from his house, which is his car. And lastly, we got a tip for me from Meg Bagley for Jared to say the worst thing he can think of that won't get him canceled.
Oh.
All right.
Bowers, I like that shirt. How about that?
Would you like all these cut off toes in a bag? That'd be pretty gross.
So you guys remember the news report that the high schools in Texas, they need to have an alternate viewpoint in their textbooks for the Holocaust?
Sure.
Because they're like, this is just a controversial issue. You got to have both sides, right? I was on the road with Steve at the time, and Steve was like, God damn, fucking, this is insane. And I'm like, all right, here's the other side of that issue. Have you ever talked to a Jewish person? They're always upset. Maybe they wanted to be dead.
This is why Jared's not on tour with Steve anymore.
He said not to get canceled. Jesus Christ, man.
That's right. I'm not on tour with Steve anymore. I'm opening for Joe Rogan now.
Look at that. Good news is when you open for Joe Rogan, it's a 3.5 hour spot. Anyway, are we caught up, Jared?
Also, you know, now that I've been in therapy, I'm trying to learn to like look inward at, you know, some of my own issues instead of having notes.
Don't say the N word. Do not say the N word. I don't care what your therapy says, but you're looking N word. Okay, stop it. Anyway, what'd you got?
Oh, I was right. Got it. I see what you're saying now. I really didn't connect that at all. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I know. You said you're looking N word. I said don't look N word. That's bad. So that.
And I was just gonna say, I was looking at Jarrett when he was talking, and I'm like, and I literally had this thought process over the last minute. I thought, I just don't get why people want to go on air and just not clear that little amount of stuff that's on that wooden cabinet in the background. Then I looked at my background. And I was like, I'm going to shut the fuck up.
By the way, you started a show while chewing and swallowing, and then you're annoyed by his little bit of stuff that doesn't bother anybody behind him. That's the part.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if we're actually diving into the psychosis or psychological reasoning behind it, you be the judge. Because in my mind, the chewing adds to the comedy of the show a little bit. I knew it would make people laugh, and that's not making anybody laugh. That background just seems it's not purposeful.
Actually, au contraire, that is it's very purposeful. That whole stack of papers over there is The Shining style. It just says, Ben can lick my butthole over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Sorry, did you say bird hole? You said bird hole?
I said bird hole. Yeah, my bird hole.
And that top is a cloth where he can wipe himself off if he smash mouths. All right, anyway.
What is that, gauze on top of that? What's going on over there?
Okay, are we done with Mary's tips? We got to get her out of here. Is there more
We
tips
are done with Mary's tips.
All right, Mary, plug your stuff. Where are you at? How do we find you? You're in DC where? And then what do you got next? Let's go.
I'm at the DC Improv if you're in this area tonight and tomorrow. And then I'm going to be in Philly. I'm going to be in Traverse City, Michigan. I'm going to be all over the place. Cincinnati, Indianapolis. So if you just go to marysantora.com, you can get all my tour dates. Follow me on Instagram at Mary Santora Comedy, Twitter, Mary_Santora. I have to go do a set with Doug Benson and smoke some weed. So I will talk to you guys later.
All right, we love you, Mary. Tell Ramon we said hi and have a great set.
They say hi.
See you, buddy. Yeah, bye.
He's ready for Mary's pre-show ritual, you guys. He's in position.
I'm just glad Ramon wasn't in a Dennis Rodman jersey. That would have been awkward. All right. Are we ready for our next comic? It's coming up right now. It's Mike Baldwin, everybody. Woo!
Hey. Hey, everybody. How's it going? 27. I just wanted to throw out the idea of the number 27. No big deal. I just read somewhere that if you repeat a number that you'll often get tips that are that exact amount, but it's no big deal. Just one of my 27 ideas. It's been a weird year for me, man. I don't know if you guys heard about coronavirus. It was probably just local to where I was, but it was weird. I mean, honestly, it wasn't that bad. Nothing really changed that much for me, you know, like I was kind of already living like that. They were like, hey, don't go to work and avoid your family and friends and just watch Netflix. And I was like, yeah, no, that's I'm on it. They're like, for your safety. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's why I've been doing it for the last 27 years. I watched a bunch of stuff that I probably wouldn't have watched otherwise. I was talking to this girl and she was like, she goes, there's this show, it's called In the Dark. It's about this blind girl. It's hilarious. And I was flipping through Netflix and I saw the word dark and I clicked on it. And like the opening scene is like a dark basement and it's raining outside and a dude like hops up on a stool and hangs himself. I was like, all right, this probably isn't the funny blind girl show that I heard of, but now let's find out what happens. So we'll watch 3 seasons of this real quick, knock that out before the end of the day. It was a good show though. It's foreign, so you have to watch it with subtitles or whatever, or they do English voice dubs now. I like watching with subtitles. I like, even if it's in English, I like watching the subtitles. I like to read what I'm watching. It pisses people off, but I don't care. I like it. So I do the English voices, but then I do the English subtitles also. And you can tell that like 2 different companies did each of those things separately, because like they never match up perfectly. Like the voice will say like, Dad, come in here. And the words at the bottom of the screen will be like, Papa, come to me. So like, you can tell that like 2 different companies got one script in German and they had 2 different guys that were each like, you know, it just means like, all right, whatever. It was good though. If you haven't seen Dark, you should watch it. I've watched it 27 times. No, I like getting to do comedy though. It's like better than having a real job, you know. I've had some of those before and they suck. You gotta like wake up and go to them and stuff and do them. That sucked, man. I started working when I was like 14 though. I did telemarketing. I worked at a place called Swan Lake Memorial Gardens, which is like a cemetery. And they just gave us a list of old people and their phone numbers. And we were supposed to call them and be like, have you made your afterlife plans or whatever? But we were 14, you know, so we'd just be like, you're going to die. Like people the age of my grandma would be like, who is this? It didn't last long, but I worked at a hot dog place for a while. It was inside the mall in my hometown. It was called A&W Hot Dogs and More. The more was chicken sandwiches. But you had to be 16 to work there, but I was only 14. So I just lied and wrote 16 on the application and nobody ever checked. So when I actually turned 16, they thought I turned 18 and they let me be assistant manager. I got to hire my friends and stuff and sales went down. We would just sit in the back and smoke pot and like not cook hot dogs. There were a few times that we were just like, drinks only, nothing works. I was a waiter for a while too. I was good at being a waiter. Well, I was good at like talking to people and stuff. I was never good at like, bring me what I ordered, you know, but it's like minor detail. The coolest part about being a waiter is when new people come in to be waiters, because you get to train them and they don't know how to be waiters. So you can just train them wrong. That's what we would do. We would just spend all of our free time telling the new guy that he had to do shit that he didn't really have to do. Like all the coffee machines had water pipes connected to them. And at the end of the day, we'd be like, new guy, go empty the water out of the coffee machine. And we'd just stand around and watch him. He's like, how much is in there? I convinced one guy that all the credit card machines were voice activated. So he had to say what kind of card it was as he swiped it or it wouldn't work. He believed me. He did it for months. Visa. right. I could keep talking, but I'm gonna stop because I've gone over my time.
Mike Baldwin, everybody! Woo! Tip jar is open. Top left corner. You can Venmo, you can PayPal, you can super chat on the YouTube. Great set, Mike. I love. We used to when I worked at McDonald's. We used to send the trainees in the back to find sesame seeds for the buns. That was always fun. Occasionally they'd be like, "I think." What's that? Go ahead.
The first thing I ever had to do was go to the basement to find the bacon stretcher, and neither of those things existed.
The basement of the Alamo they sent you to. It's
Hold
really
on, sorry guys, I gotta go. I gotta do my other therapy job now.
Frank will be on in 15 minutes. So I love you called old people to sell them funeral insurance. That's hilarious. Like, oh, are you going to die soon? You probably are. You want to buy a crypt? Is that what you like?
Dude, I
was
was
it straight
surprised
commission?
when
Were you making commission as a 14-year-old?
No, we were making like I don't know what the minimum wage was then, but like a few dollars more than minimum wage an hour, with like potential for bonuses and stuff. But nobody got any bonuses because we just fucked around.
the worst job to outsource to 14-year-old kids. Did you sell any?
Oh yeah, we knew immediately upon walking in that they were making a huge mistake.
Did you sell any? Did you convince anyone to make their end of life plans?
I think a few people signed up, yeah, but more than anything, no. It was just us like being 14-year-old assholes.
There's a place in northern Indiana that has there's a big, huge nursing home, and across from is a huge mortuary and cemetery. And I'm like, that's really mean to put those across the street from each other. Like, somebody has a window view of the cemetery the whole time. That's got to fuck you up, I would imagine, right?
That's not
Hey,
ideal.
Dolores, we're moving you today.
Oh.
You want to see where you're going? Come look out the window, sweetheart.
They installed your headset. They installed your headstone today, Grandma. Looks right out there. You can see. What are you doing?
I don't think
Then
they
they
do that in advance, for the record.
What's that?
I don't think they do that in advance. I think they do it kind of after.
Well, no, actually, that's not true, because a lot of times when like the husband dies first and the other person's name's on the headstone, they put it all at once and just doesn't have the date when they died yet. So they pre-do your headstone a lot, right?
I think they maybe do the family name in the spot. They're not doing the person's individual name on the headstone, just waiting to etch on a final year. I don't think so.
That's how I've done it every cemetery I've ever been to.
I don't know. I've never died, so I don't know.
When I go to funerals, it's usually like the name's already on the thing. I did it that morning.
Really creepy if that's the case. Holy shit.
Can you imagine?
I think it's more of a flex to be like,
you get a call at 6 a.m, you're all hungover and shit, and they're like, "Hey man, you got to come to work. You got to etch a headstone before a funeral at 8:30.
You got to throw a 21 on this 20.
It's all crooked and shit." All right.
Nice. We got any tips coming in, Jared?
We sure do. And Mike, I think you kind of effed yourself here because I'm seeing a lot of 27 senses.
There's a point where you shoot too high.
Jonathan Sadowski sent 27 cents.
I'll take it.
Victoria...
That actually costs us 70 cents, by the way. It costs like $1 every time you send something. So the 7 cents, 27 cents costs Mike 73 cents.
They're doing this specifically to the same way that I would give a homeless guy like a handful of pennies.
Essentially, yeah. But if those pennies
this
cost
is
him
more of
$1
struggle.
to use.
Victoria Scatoreggio sent 27 cents for Mike. I was going to tip another amount, but some mysterious force compelled me towards the number 27. And then Victoria
I'm
sent...
laughing, but you have no idea how sad that makes me. But that's okay.
Wait, you didn't let me finish. You let me finish. And then Victoria sent $10 and said, "Just kidding. Here you go. Great set."
Nice.
Thank you.
Moving over to the Venmo, we've got Cassandra Civils sent $5 for Mike. A few of my previous jobs, we would tell the new line prep cooks to get a pot of steam or a left-handed spatula. It always took an alarming amount of time for them to realize we were fucking with them. Dana Degenhart sent $5.27 for Mike and the voice-activated credit card machines. I love that mental picture. Kim Stewart sent $10. Mike, glad you were never my trainer. Great set.
Nice.
Let's see here. Taminator Brown sent $2.70 and said, Mike, as close as I could get. And then Taminator said another $2.70 and said, please read after my first tip for Mike. Okay, Mike, I doubled it.
Beautiful.
Frank Berman also sent $2.70. Oh, I see what Mike's doing. He's referencing the movie Clerks, but instead of 37, it's 27.
Very specific.
And I believe that's all we got for Mike at the moment. We got a couple of generals, though. Couple of generals. $5 for Jarrett from Taminator Brown. The stickers have made it to Canada, UK, and Australia. Excellent.
Very cool.
Meg Bailey sent $5 to replace Jarrett's lost income since I got canceled now for that great thing I said. Let's see here. We also got $5 from Dana Degenhart for Ben. Maybe if you leave the decision maker in the rain, it'll rust up and not spin for so long.
Interesting idea. Let's see if the decision maker agrees. I'm spinning.
And
I'll chime back in when it's done.
We are all caught up.
All right. Well, then it's time to play this
Thanks,
game. Let's play this game. Let's play this game. Yeah, I think you shot a little high, Mike. I think you've been kind of moving it up by $2 a time, and then there was a point where it's going to get. I think this is the one where maybe $17 pays off for you next time. I don't know. It's a little.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
Live and learn. You guys trust me. My landlord will understand.
Overshot, man. Overshot. I said 27. I should have said 17. I fucked
What
up.
do you want me to do, man?
They gave me 270, not
What do you want me to
27,
do?
man. What am I going to do? Shit.
All right, the game.
Yes,
The game today is Sleep a Movie. Sleep
a movie. Here are a couple of fun ones that I saw in the chat. We had Grimbeard broadcasts news.
Nice.
Alex Breyer from Dust Till Dawn. I usually get about 8 hours.
Nice.
And the Knitting MT World War Z.
Nice.
All right. Now we
voting
go
on these.
to...
So, Mike, vote from this on, from the studio on. So on, Mike. Here we go.
Okay. First up, we got Frank Berman.
Yep. I have two. So I married a Xanax murderer. Then Debbie Doe's Dallas.
Nice.
Very nice.
All right. Next up, we got Anna Hood.
I have this is a little bit of a double meaning, but Benadryl her.
Boom.
And,
It will one day. It will.
and I booger nights.
I like that.
All right. Next up, we got Frank Notaro.
I just got one. The Shaw Schnook Redemption.
Nice.
All right. Next up, we got Abby.
There Will Be Blankets.
That's good.
And The Magnificent Sleep In.
Nice.
All
Drink
right.
your melatonin. Drink it up.
I abandoned my bed. Next up, we got Front Row Bert and the Voluptuous Val.
We've got American Beauty Rest
Nice.
and Black Hawk Down Stuffed Pillows.
Nice.
All right, next up, we got Hayden Lemaster.
All right, I have two. I have an Alarm Clockwork Orange. And I have, when you hit the snooze button, the magnificent 7 more minutes, just 7 more minutes.
Next up, we got Chris LaBalls.
All right, so I have Snooze of the World.
Nice.
And Back to the Futon.
What was that?
Back to the futon.
Back to the
Oh,
futon.
nice. Very nice.
All right, next up, we got Greg Burns Jackson.
Hey, I got a couple doodles. Is that cool?
Yep.
Sure.
All right, they're quick. They're digital. Go.
Hey now, you're a smarsh mouth.
I just got one game entry, and it's stripes on my pajamas.
Nice.
Next up, we got Timothy Brown.
I have Joe versus the Dormant Volcano.
Nice.
And Butch Cassidy and the Snooze Button Kid.
All right. Next up, we got Anna D.
All right, I've got the Sleepover Club.
Nice.
And the Never-Ending Bedtime Story.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Lastly, we got Wendy Swerdlow.
I'm going to owe a couple of dollars here, and I'm hoping you can hear me.
You got it.
We can.
How to sleep train your dragon.
Nice.
Kick-ass mattress.
Yes.
And Asleep in Seattle.
Very nice.
Nice.
All right. That is it for
I have one.
Oh,
we got more entries. We'll get to you in a second, Mike. Do we have a Venmo or any other?
Nothing on the Venmo. I think Anna Hood did Dead Drool.
Nice.
And I think that's it. That's all we got.
All right. Well, I really liked Debbie Doe's Dallas from Berman. I really liked There Will Be Blankets from Abby, but I got to go to Alarm Clockwork for that one. Mike, what was your favorite?
I liked 4 minutes.
All right. Cool.
And the one I thought of is A Cosby Beautiful Mind.
Those jokes are only funny if he's getting killed in prison, Mike. The ones where they're only fun if he dies in prison. Jared, what was your vote?
I liked So I Married a Xanax Murderer.
Okay. Ben.
That was Berman. I loved that one. I love An Alarm Clockwork Orange from Hayden, but I got to give it to LaBelle with Back to the Futon.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess that means it's a total tie. There's one for everybody. So there you go, Ben. You're supposed to break the tie when you're last, but that's okay. Nice work.
Well, then Molly can break the tie.
Molly, you got to vote? You want to break the tie from these 4 things? Who do you vote for, Moss? Ah, see, there you go.
All right, so everybody say their entry again, and Molly will tell us which one she likes.
No, it's between A Clockwork Orange. What was yours, Jared? What was your favorite?
It was So I Married a Xanax Murderer.
Ben
and Back to the Futon.
And what was Mike's?
A Magnificent 7 More Minutes.
Those are your 4 choices. A clock. All right, there you go. 7 more minutes of the winner. Nice work. Thanks, Molly.
Whose was that?
Mine.
Who's?
Hayden Lemaster.
Hayden
Yeah,
Lemaster,
Hayden other
the
ones. That was Hayden
champion.
other
The
And
champion.
honestly,
That's
yeah,
the today.
Hayden got a vote for both of his, so we should just combine those next time. But yeah, because I voted for one of his and you voted for the other. But anyway, great job, Hayden. You are the champion of STC. What would the Night King game to be, Ben? What Night King game?
Night King game, you guys. We're gonna really go on a limb here and say sleep a TV show. Sleep a TV show, like how I cuddle with your mother, or other stuff like family. Sleepy Family Feud, or there's a lot of different show puns you could do. You could take a show like everybody's favorite show, Cheers, and instead call it Sleeps. There's a lot.
What about Wheel of Sleepication? Wheel of Sleepication. That would work, right?
That would totally work.
Anyway, let's make a movie tired. Anyway, cool. We did it. Mike, how do we find you? Where plug your stuff? How do we find you in the world, buddy? Other than this parking lot.
I'm at. Oh, dang it! You called out my joke before I could make it.
Sorry, my bad.
You can. My name's Mike Baldwin. It's like Alec Baldwin, except it's Mike. Just look me up, or go to mikeisfunny.com, or find me on whatever.
Okay.
Not the week for that reference.
Yeah, right. Good day for that. Anyway, good to see you, Mike. We'll see you next time, buddy.
Good
Enjoy
to see you,
the
Mike.
whatever you're doing tonight and the traveling and all that. Cool.
Thank
You can find me at Bowers Comedy as always. Again, my Patreon dropped yesterday, Patreon/Bowers Comedy. Just give me my social media. So I've got some videos up there and some different memes and stuff. I'll be posting stuff every single day. So if you liked any of my social media stuff, that's where it's going to go. Patreon.com/Bowers Comedy. And we got Origin Stories next Wednesday with Greg Proops. So come check that out. On December 22nd, I'm headlining Helium in Indianapolis. So, Ben, what you got coming up?
I have just one game entry I'll quickly say.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
No worries. It's not even that great, but Forrest Gump.
That's a good one. I like that one. Forrest Gump, I guess.
Thank you. And today I have Gleib Off the Top at the exciting new time of 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern, for no reason. Just remember the number 69, and you'll know when to show up. So you can get tickets at nowherecomedyclub.com or bengleib.com. We got some exclusive footage I'll be showing you from the Rolling Stones concert. We got a really fun show. We got to have a surprise, I think, coming at you, maybe hopefully as well. We'll see, no promises. And next Saturday is the Gleib Off the Top Halloween Spectacular. It's our second annual Halloween extravaganza.
I don't know why that made me laugh so hard. But I guess that's good.
Thank you very much. The show will as well, so please get your tickets now. That's going to be a real fun one, and I can announce this vaguely. There will be a very cool Just Beyond thing happening at that show. And please check out my Patreon at patreon.com/BenGleib. We're doing a Halloween party for this month's video hang. We're going to be playing Halloween games for a prize. It's going to be really fun. It's this Monday, so you have until then to sign up and be part of it. And that's that.
Can I say one more thing?
Sure.
I'm at Side Splitters in Tampa tonight and tomorrow. So that'd be cool if a bunch of people came to that.
Yeah,
it's a fun club.
You just now decided to plug the thing you're doing right now. Nice job. We're like, any plugs? You're like, I don't know, nothing. I mean, I am at a club tonight, I guess, but whatever.
Be careful with Trump jokes in that club. They do not react.
This is why you don't get to sleep inside the hotel, Mike. You got to plug your shit earlier, man. What are you doing?
That's all right. I'm going to go in and swipe some free coffee. Hopefully nobody sees me.
Dude, just to be really inside about it, take 27 cups.
There you go. 27 sugars. Jared, anything to catch up on before we get the audience out of here, buddy?
Nothing to catch up on, but I got a couple things to plug.
Oh, there you go. Plug you. Plug your stuff.
Is This Anything podcast with me, Rob Bryan, and Brett Druck. Patreon.com/ITA pod. I'm going back on tour with Steve Hofstetter starting on Tuesday. I'll be there for 2 weeks, so check me out there.
Yes,
And
never forget that he's going back on tour with Steve Hofstetter.
That's right. And what was I going to say? And also JarrettBerenstein.com for all the latest updates and all the stuff that I got going on. I got a video special that I filmed that is going to be available on my website. So if you want that, come check it out.
All right, very cool. Well, thank you so much, audience. We love you. We'll see you guys Tuesday. We're going to have a good time then. So turn off your cameras. We'll see you then. You guys are awesome. Yeah. So anyone say it before you get out of here, Jared?
Nope. That's all I got.
All right, buddy. Well, we appreciate you being here. Thanks for filling in. Again, thanks for Molly for filling in. Great
Pleasure.
job today. That was awesome for both of you guys. And you're not the B team. We're not the B team. This is a team as well. Anyway, love you guys. We will see you on Tuesday.
In Bauer's halftime speech as a football coach, we are not the B team. We are not the B team. You're also the A team, okay?
Get out there and do your best, and who cares if we lose? Yeah, I'd be good at it. I'd be good at it.
Thanks for being with us, show.
Who's in the box?
Everyone.